Imagine finding yourself suddenly thrown into a life-or-death situation, standing eye to eye with some of the most dangerous creatures on Earth, from grizzly bears in the dense woods to sharks in the deepest seas. This is not a work of fiction, but real-life stories of regular folks who, out of nowhere, had to fight tooth and nail for their survival. Today, we're going to share with you the top 4 animal attack survival story that will absolutely shock you.
Life sucks in bear country. Just had a grizzly with 2 cubs come at me from about 80 yards.
Alone in the heart of Montana's Madison Range, the morning of October 1st, 2016, was shaping up to be a typical day for outdoorsman Todd Orr. An experienced elk hunter, he knew these lands like the back of his hand. Yet, as fate would have it, today would be anything but ordinary. As Orr rounded a bend in the trail, a grizzly bear mother and her 2 cubs emerged from the underbrush. He sprayed bear in their direction, but the wind betrayed him. With a gut-wrenching growl, the mother bear charged. Despite his best efforts to play dead, the bear clawed and bit at his arms and shoulders, her teeth gnashing inches away from his face. Then, as suddenly as it had started, the attack ceased. The mother bear, convinced Orr posed no threat, led her cubs away. Orr, bleeding and battered, began the long journey back to his car. His relief was cut short by a sound that sent chills down his spine. The mother grizzly was back, and she was charging. The second attack was more brutal, her teeth sinking deep into his arm, her claws shredding his scalp. But just as before, she eventually lost interest and wandered off. In excruciating pain, Orr stumbled 3 miles back to his car and documented the aftermath of the attack on social media, gaining widespread attention. December 8, 1963. Off the coast of Adelaide, Australia, Rodney Fox was a participant in a spearfishing competition. One moment, he was immersed in the quiet beauty of the underwater world. The next, he was fighting for his life. A great white shark, the ocean's most feared predator, had him in its grip. Fox was dragged down, the world spinning around him as the shark shook him violently. He could see his own blood clouding the water. His spear, his only weapon, lodged into the shark's body, but it did nothing to deter the animal. Suddenly, the shark released him. But is Fox already safe? No, the shark was coming back around for another attack. Fox instinctively went for the shark's eyes, jabbing as the shark came in again. Finally, the shark swam away and Fox was severely wounded. His torso laid open, but he was alive. With a strength he never knew he possessed, he fought his way to the surface. A nearby boat spotted him and quickly dragged him onto the boat. On June 28, 2012, Andrew Oberle was leading a tour at the Jane Goodall Institute Chimpanzee Eden in South Africa. Oberle was passionate about his work, and he had given the same tour countless times before. But this day was different. 2 chimps named Mickey and Amadeus yanked him into their enclosure. The attack was frenzied and brutal. Oberle fought back, but the chimps were too strong. They bit and clawed at him, not stopping until they had inflicted severe injuries. Somehow, Oberle survived, but he was left with devastating injuries. He was airlifted to a hospital, where he underwent multiple surgeries and began a long road to recovery. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. On the afternoon of February 4th, 2019, Travis Kaufman decided to go for a run in the Colorado mountains. Alone on the trail with the cold winter air around him, it seemed like any other day for Kaufman. But out of nowhere, the peaceful silence was broken by a rustling sound. A mountain lion pounced, its eyes wild and teeth ready to strike. The lion was young, but it was strong and aggressive. The lion's claws hooked into his wrist and pulled him down. Kaufman wrestled with the big cat, his heart racing as they rolled down a hill. Amid the panic, he managed to hold down the lion's back legs, stopping it from using its full power. But the lion didn't give up, its teeth biting into his wrist and face. In a last-ditch effort, Kaufman managed to shift his position and put his knee on the lion's neck. He held on tightly, getting more and more tired, as the lion's struggles slowly got weaker. Finally, the lion stopped moving. Kaufman, bloody and stunned, had made it. He staggered down the trail to get help. His story is a chilling reminder of how close we can come to the wild side of nature. These stories take us out of our comfort zones and drop us straight into the wild, showing us the strength that people can discover within themselves when their backs are against the wall. These aren't just about making it through. They remind us of our deep connection with the natural world, a world that can be as scary as it is stunning. Hit that subscribe button for more jaw-dropping survival stories like these, and remember, always stay alert, no matter where your journey takes you.